Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. As you can see here, what we're doing today. This is my old bullet journal. As you can tell, it's really dirty looking if you look really close because it's old and yellow. I think I can clean it off. And then I got my brand new, beautiful ice blue bullet journal. And so I'm moving from my old bullet journal because it is finally full after 10 months of using it. I am going to move over this to this, and I thought we could chat. I've done these kind of videos before. If you haven't watched them, I'll link them up. And I wanted to talk about stuff, writing stuff and reading stuff like I did last time while moving into my new bullet journal. And I'm gonna show you some of my writing and reading spreads, how I keep track of stuff like that. We're gonna go over my Camp Nano tracker in here, which if you watch my Camp Nano vlogs, you'll see why, I talked about them a lot. So, disclaimer, you may hear my cat, his little jingle jangle on his little collar. He's running on like crazy. This ring light right here is super hot. I'm like sweating and I just started. So this is gonna be a fun time because it usually takes me a while. Let's get started. Let's just go over the trackers really quick. Again, didn't keep up with this one. Didn't keep up with my habits because I have a hard time keeping up with habit trackers. Didn't finish my doodle for the month. So here we are. I got most of the month done. So as you can see, like I was actually really excited to do these trackers and I just didn't do them very well. I was keeping track on this one. I was coloring in the blue when I hit milestones. And again, I just kind of stopped doing them. I like the idea of doing trackers. I like the way they look when you're done. I think they're cute. I'm very bad at keeping up with them. I want to keep up with these. I want to keep up with all the trackers I do. And when I first got my bullet journal, I came up with this spread to do a gumball writing tracker for every day for the rest of the year. And as you can see, I didn't keep up with this either. Under the sea, under the sea. Under the sea, under the sea. I kind of already planned, I did. I planned out all my spreads already because I take a lot of time to plan my spreads and stuff. If you don't know what a spread is, it's just like a page in a bullet journal. I take a lot of time to plan these because I'm really bad at just winging stuff. I always have been. It's a little bit of my neuroticism coming out. So I did plan these out already, so they are in pencil, which you can probably see on camera. I actually don't know if this is gonna show up or not, but I planned these out already. So I already know what all the pages are gonna look like. Now I'm just going back over, I'm gonna color them in. I decided to do these 3 colors for my yearly theme color at the beginning of the year, just because these are my business colors. So I really like them together. I think they complement each other pretty well. Let's get talking about writing. I decided that this year's, also if you don't remember from last time, it's very hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. It gets kind of difficult. So sometimes I might just speed up stuff when I get quiet. But I decided that the rest of 2019, I was listening to this podcast by Cindy Guntart Baldo. She does bullet journal and planning videos, and I really like her. And if you like bullet journal stuff or planning stuff, you should go watch her. She's really cool and down to earth, and she cusses a lot because she's not afraid to be who she is. And I'm just I appreciate that, you know? Sometimes I feel like a lot of people are afraid to be who they are, me included. I'm behind on her podcast, so I was catching up, and she talked about what her word for the year was gonna be. And I feel like everybody always picks a word for the year, and I don't. I've never done that. I like the idea of it, but it never really hit me. You should choose a word now, the year's almost up. And then I decided why do I have to wait till the beginning of the year to choose a new word, right? Well, this one, I don't know how I messed that up. I was why do I have to wait till the new year to choose a word for the year, right? And so I have decided that my word for the rest of 2019 is, it's right here on this page if you can see that in pencil, create. I was gonna do creative or creativity, and it didn't fit, so I just went with create. Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Okay, so the reason why I chose to do create for the rest of 2019, which honestly, I kind of wanted to do a whole year of one word. So I kind of feel did I waste it? I didn't waste it. I could use it next year if I want it still. But the reason why I chose this is that I like to be creative. I like to do creative things, hence, the bullet journal. Also, all the writing I do on my channel. But I also like to do other things I want to try and get back into art. I haven't been doing it as well this year as I had hoped, but I want to get back into creating more art. I used to crochet, and I don't really do that anymore. Found some tutorials of different kinds of art projects I want to try out on YouTube the other day, and I just decided maybe the rest of 2019 can be my year to create. What I'm gonna do is in my monthly spread, which I'm not gonna show today. This is just the beginning of the year setup. I'm not gonna do the month setup because it's gonna be too long of a video. I am going to do a new spread. People do gratitude logs where you just every day you write something you're gratitude, gracious for. I don't know the word. Gracious for? That doesn't sound right, but Anyway, they write down one thing a day. And I decided what I'm gonna do is I want to write down one thing every day that I did that was creative, whether that is bullet journal stuff or writing or drawing or crocheting. I wanna do something creative every day because even, it's like people get like, they're well drained when it comes to writing, but like in like creativity, but I like so many different kinds of creative things that I think that I can take time out of every day to do something creative. So that's gonna be my word for the year, create. Now, I know these are my colors for this year, but I'm not gonna color this in because I decided, I was taking a shower the other day, I was like, what do I wanna draw on here with this? I decided that this is actually gonna be my like page that I come back to throughout the rest of the year. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like doodle on this. So hopefully by the end of the year, this will be completely like colored in and drawn on, except for this. I want this to like kind of stand out bold, the 2019 create. So I'm hoping that by the end of the year, this will be like, poof. Not gonna draw anything else on this. But my goal is to do creative things every day. And that's just my goal. I have this crochet blanket I wanna finish, things like that. I hope if I wrote it down, it's gonna help. Let's move on to the next page. This is actually my birthdays, which I'm not gonna write down just because it's like private. Not private, but I don't need to write down every one of my life's birthdays in front of you guys. This is my goals page. I broke it down into writing, health, art, entertainment, which entertainment is things like, I don't know where I wrote it down. I wrote down somewhere where these, what section these goals go into. So writing could be finish my drafts. Health is gonna be run a 5K, which I'd like to do this year. Art could be, you know, find my art style. Entertainment can be, I don't remember, oh, watch 50 movies this year. I like watching movies, but I tend not to watch a lot of them for some reasons. Watch 50 movies. There's other things that go under this section I'm forgetting. And the other is things like my debt, stuff I'm working towards this year, stuff like that. I believe under entertainment is also where I'm putting YouTube stuff. Because one of the things I want to do this year is, like I wrote down, like do 3 YouTube collaborations. And I do have one idea for one later this year. I'm gonna ask a few people to join in with me. But for the most part, like that's something I'm still working on, is I want to do more like YouTube collaborations because I see other people doing them and they look like a lot of fun. I don't know, I just want to do them. That's something else that's on my list. Stuff like that will also go under entertainment. Can't believe how steady my hand is being. I'm usually really awful at freehanding, which this isn't perfect, obviously. I sometimes struggle really bad to do freehand. I have a really shaky hand, so this is surprising me. Like I said, awful. Just truly awful. So something else, the reason why I also another reason why I chose to do create as this year, like the theme, is because, in case you don't know, I do run an online Etsy store where I create enamel pins and vinyl stickers, and I do actually have some book and writing related ones in like the pipeline, but making this stuff isn't cheap, so I haven't made them yet. One of the reasons though why is that I want to create more things for my Etsy, you know, in the rest of the year. This one you cannot see, I just realized. I can't even read that. So I think I'm gonna need to maybe go over, like just outline it in black. I wanna create more things for my Etsy this year. I wanna kind of grow that business. I feel like if I'm choosing, it looks okay. It looks okay. I mean, far away it doesn't look that great, but it looks okay. I decided that to grow that business, I have to be making more things. And once I sell more stuff on Etsy, I can create more stuff. And so I have a little tiny bit of money on my, for my Etsy right now that I'm gonna reinvest and create more things. And it's just, I realized that I can only create more things if I'm actually creating them. That's another reason why I chose create for this year. This is actually gonna be exactly the same thing. I don't know if you can see that. I can never tell, but it says birthdays, and then I'm just gonna have 12 boxes with all the birthdays in it. It's gonna be the same design as this though, but it's gonna say birthdays instead. And I'm gonna go ahead and fill these out off camera later though, because like I said, some of these are personal, like my debt stuff, my weight loss stuff. I just wanted you to see this. I'm gonna go with the business colors, and we're gonna move on. Now these are the ones that I feel like people are waiting for. So this one is gonna be my writing one, this one's gonna be my reading goals. These are both goal pages, so this one's gonna have my 4 goals in it. It's gonna be very similar to the one that I filled out at the beginning of the year. I'm just kind of moving these over. With some people it might be like, why are you moving them over, blah, 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 it's a lot of work, but like, I don't wanna not move them over. So here's my reading challenges. Here are like a song, Ice and Fire, which still haven't started any of them. My old TBR, haven't finished any of them. Middle grade graphic novels, I thought I read one and ended up being young adult. Haven't read any debuts this year, but I haven't listened to a lot of audiobooks. I do have some, but like, as you can see, I'm doing pretty poorly on my like goals for the year. It's not great, it's not cute. So I need to do better on that, so I'm moving that over. And then my writing goals are gonna be moved over too. So these are my ones, was complete NaNoWriMo this year, sell a book, which this one's out of my control, as many of you know. Draft fantasy novel, and then revise, this is the French book. I don't know if that's gonna happen this year, but it's still my goal. Still my goal. And then this was each year, I mean, each month I like to write what I've been working on that month so that way I can know what I've been spending my time on. This is my project list. And so I'm gonna move these into this book and then we'll be back. Here is my 2 spreads. I got write and read, sis. I just realized I should have done something in the middle because it kind of looks like it's one long word, but you know, whatever. I went ahead and filled this all out so you wouldn't have to sit and watch time lapse of all of it. I haven't put in here because obviously it hasn't been these months yet. I can fill in May soon though. And then I have all of these to read still this year. I really want to get some middle grade graphic novels done. So if you have any suggestions, Damien owns a lot, so I'm probably gonna read a lot of his, but if you have any suggestions, go ahead and comment below, let me know. Debuts this year I did a whole video on, so I have a lot of debuts I want to read. The Sookie Stackhouse books I need to finish. I just feel like I was so invested in it and I read so many of them and then now I have so many to do still. I don't know, I need to finish those though. And then this, if you didn't watch my last video, series ends just means I've started so many series and not finished them, so I want to finish 3 series this year that I've already started. These other ones are pretty self-explanatory. Game of Thrones, my old TBR I started last year. I still haven't finished any of them, even though I'm almost done with some of them. And food memoirs, I really like food memoirs. I don't know why I put sell a book on here again, because again, this is out of my control a little bit. Like, Rena, my agent, could sell a book for me, but for the most part, I don't really have a lot of say in that. I guess that's just a goal though I wanted to reach, I don't know. Project list I'll fill out later. Okay, next page. Here, ooh, that bled through real bad. I wasn't expecting that. This is my reading log. I'm actually going to skip over this as well, but it's gonna be the same thing as this. This is my reading log that's in my last bullet journal. I go ahead and write down the name of the book. I think I got this from Katie Tastic actually. The title of the book, the date that I finished it, the category, the genre, the format, you know, audiobook, paperback. I don't know why, but I like to know that. And then just some notes. Here's why I beta read Natalia's Pistol Daisy. This is where I beta read my friend Brendan's book and stuff like that. So the book club that me and Laura were doing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this note section actually when I move it over. I haven't decided yet, but this is the same exact thing I'm gonna move over, so there's no point in watching me do it again. Just know that this is my reading one. If you have any suggestions of things I could add or take out, because again, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this note section, so I guess I could just make these other categories bigger, because sometimes it is hard to fit the title in here. Maybe I will add a different section. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know, because I'm literally just gonna take this exact format, or for the most part, and move it up. I'm gonna do both pages again. And then up here, it's just gonna say reading log 2019. It's gonna be right here. If you have any suggestions on different sections I could do, maybe, again, it's title, date, category, genre, format, and notes. Go ahead and let me know. In case you didn't notice, look at the color scheme. See what I'm doing here? Get it? Can you guess what my next one's gonna be? Anyway, I'm losing my mind. It's getting late and so I'm getting tired. I'm literally gonna move all these over too. Because I know some people when they move into a new bullet journal, they don't move stuff over, but I'm going to, because I want to have them in my new bullet journal. I don't wanna have to carry this around with me, so I'm gonna have it all right here. These, again, are very similar to, this is my YouTube growth tracker, and this is my growth in color. What I'm gonna do is do a drawing and then color them in when I hit certain milestones. But this one's actually this page I'm moving over. This page, every year, which I've only had my bullet journal for 2 years. Let's see here if I can find my last one. Is this it? Yeah, okay. So this is my original one, where my YouTube growth tracker, the beginning sub of July 1st, 2018 was 281. And then I write down when I hit milestones. So I hit 12,000 views, I hit 300 subs, I hit 1,000 views on one video, I hit 17,000 views, things like that. And then at the new year, I started this new one. And because this is full, I'm just gonna go ahead and start a new one right here. So I was at 362 subs at the beginning of the year. I hit 1,000 views on my outlining my novel video. So 20,000 views, 24,000 views, 25,000, 26,000. As you can see, I get more views than subs. So here's where I hit 500 subs, 700 subs, which was very recent. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I love you all, you're all amazing. But again, this is gonna be moved over directly, so I don't think you need to watch this happen. This also probably doesn't pertain to a lot of people unless you do YouTube videos. And if not, I apologize that you have to sit through this part. Again, I don't know if you can see the pencil marks, but I'm gonna literally, it says growth in color, and then this is my Instagram for my business, my Etsy pin shop, and then in other stuff, but you know. And this is my YouTube. So I'm gonna do, for here in these middle of these ones, I'm gonna put 200 followers, 225 followers, 250 followers, and then right here I'll write the date when it happens and I'll color this in. And then same thing on this down here, I'm gonna write down what subs I want to hit, and then when I hit it, there's a little line right here for the date, and then I'll color this in the YouTube red color, the maroony reddish color, which I don't know, maybe I should stick with these ones. Should I stick with these ones and not do the YouTube color? It'll stick better with my theme. Couldn't think of the word. So these, again, I'm gonna skip as well because you don't wanna sit through all this, right? This one is another YouTube stats page just because it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't care if I hit 1,000 subs, 10,000, I mean, of course, doesn't everyone want 10,000 subs and 20,000 and 100,000, whatever. But I like to see stats. I'm such a nerd for stats, which is so weird because I hate math and like analytical stuff. I'm a creative, I hate that crap. There's some people that like both. I'm not one of those people. I do, however, have a stats page in my last bullet journal, and so I'll be moving some of this info over, I believe. I got this from Cindy Guntart-Baldo, who also does YouTube, and so it's like subs for that month, views for that month, my total watch time for that month, and then my average watch time. The only one I'm really concerned with is the average watch time because I want people to be to like my videos, so the longer they watched, it means the more they liked it, right? So this is the one I'm most concerned about, which I didn't think to add until afterwards because I want people to watch all my video. But I'm gonna be moving this over, again, different color scheme because this is ugly. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea when I did this, although it was my color scheme for this last month. But like this together. It's because my last month was supposed to be Bob's Burgers and then I kind of phoned it in. Night farts. Tammy, anybody? This is not actual night farts, this is my sleeping tracker. I phoned it in because I was just running out of time. And it was like 2 weeks in and I was like, okay, I'm done. Oh look, my sprint tracker. This was another thing I'll be moving over. This right here is when I did my Comic Sans hack video. I also did a spread for, which is not cute, but it did its job. This is what I was talking about in that video. It's again, it's not cute, but it's functional. This is another writing one. This is another writing one. I plan on doing more hack videos and I'll probably do spreads for each one, because I do like having some kind of record of doing it. This, I always do a sprint tracker now, ever since last month. I really like sprint trackers. But again, this is only interesting if you do YouTube stuff. If this is something you'd be interested in, you can like message me on Instagram or something and I can like talk more about this, send you pictures when it's done, stuff like that. I'm gonna skip over this one too. I have a couple more spreads that I'm probably gonna skip over just because, again, you're here for the writing and reading ones. This is another video ideas. It's gonna be similar to my other one, but I don't wanna show it because I have some ideas I don't wanna spoil. Just gonna be all my video ideas. Gonna do a spread. Kinda like the reading log, but kinda like the reading log. I actually got this from Natalia Lee. I was inspired by her. So that's where I got her, I took her layout for videos. This is gonna be in movies to watch, which I also have in this one. So this is the movies to watch in 2019 that I wanted to watch. If you have any suggestions, you can go ahead and comment below and let me know. As you can see, I'm not watching very many of the ones I wanna watch. This list gets moved over from year to year. I have an old one from last year, movies I wanted to watch, and I didn't watch very many of those either. Well, this one actually is a little different. Oh no, it was in my Erin Condren, that's why. But these are all the ones I wanna watch. At the end of the year, it's not gonna happen most likely. It is what it is. But if you have any movie suggestions, I have some room left over here. But yeah, if you have any movie, and then the next one is TV shows, which I also have a list of. This one I'm moving over, but I am taking some shows off this that I wasn't super feeling. I don't know, not all these are gonna be moved over, but I did finish some of the ones on here. So some are gonna be moved. I'm gonna do 2 spreads this time because I want more room for different shows. I don't know if I'm gonna finish them all. As you can see from the last one, I didn't finish them all, but I want 2 spreads for this one. One of the ones I'm most excited about is the originals. I just finished season 1, which I don't know why, but for some reason I thought I was on season 2. I don't know, but I just finished season 1. It's so good, so I'm so excited. And Brooke, if you're watching this, whenever I watch the originals, I think of your book. It's, love it. If you have any other TV shows ideas, I mean, some other ones I'm adding are Vikings, Black Sails, Twin Peaks is on there, The 100, stuff like that. I'm also watching Jane the Virgin, so if you have any, Westworld, that's all gonna be added on here. So if you have any other TV shows suggestions, let me know. Wait, let me know. I don't know how to do this. And the last one, which doesn't really pertain to anybody but people that are bullet journalers, is my Tombow swatch page. So there are 107 Tombow colors. I probably have maybe, I don't know, like 25, 30. They were either gifts from Damien or I bought them myself on sale. Like I want all the colors, I love them, but I'm not like one of those people that's like, I gotta buy all of them at once. Which is why I have a limited color palette, but I do want to swatch which ones I do have. So I'm gonna fill this out. Going back to reading also, if you guys have any suggestions for me for books to read, I'm always open for suggestions for books, movies, TV shows. I love hearing about what people I talk to are reading and watching and liking, and I love some suggestions. I'm gonna do a little bit of a doodle right here, just a tiny one, just to kick off the year. I'm gonna doodle, you know what? I feel like doodling a little heart. Fun fact, I cannot freehand a heart very well. See? Looks like a butt. I'm just excited for this new second half of the year coming up. I know it's technically 7 months, but I'm very excited because I have a lot of ideas and things I want to do, whether that be writing-wise or art-wise, and I have some other like idea projects in the works that I can't decide if I'm gonna do this year or not. Things I'm working on. And I'm just excited. And there's something about moving into a new bullet journal that feels very, ooh, that bled through really bad. Wasn't expecting, I guess I can just do this. Whiteout tape will save your life. You know, I just realized this looks way worse. It doesn't actually bleed through this bad in real life. It's just, I think part of it is because the camera is this lighting is very light, but I'm getting off subject. I'm excited for the second half of the year because I have a lot planned. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing this while I'm talking. I have a lot planned this year. I'm very excited for all the things that are to come, even though like I feel like a lot of people wait until the new year to be like, oh, I'm so super inspired to get stuff done. And I'm that kind of person. I love resolutions and stuff like that. And I love setting goals at the beginning of the year. But there's nothing stopping people from starting their goals whenever they want. If you have a goal you want to do, if you have something you want to reach, you don't have to wait for this arbitrary date. Now, granted, like I said, I'm one of those people that loves like starting things at the beginning of the year and blah, blah, blah. Like I like that artificial date, but I'm also trying to teach myself that you don't have to wait for that date. If you want to start drawing, you don't have to wait for a resolution. If you want to start working out or running or writing more, you don't have to wait for the first of the month, the Monday of the week, the first day of the year. You can just start doing it whenever. And that's something I'm trying to like not teach myself, but really drill home for me because like I said in the past, a lot of this was, well, I'll just wait till Monday. Well, I'll just wait till this weekend. Well, I'll just wait until the end of the month. And it's like, that's not a way to live. If you want to get stuff done, you got to do it. You know, you just gotta do it. You can't wait for somebody else to tell you it's time. That's how I'm trying to go about this the rest of the year. I've been listening to some self-help books and some self-help podcasts, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those suckers that's totally into those, and like they work for me when I listen to them. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I'm blah blah blah, and I'm that kind of person, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I like that confidence that I get from listening to them. So I'm trying to implement that into my real life. Just remember that like if you want to do something, you don't have to wait for somebody else to tell you. It's your life. And it really hit me today when I was thinking, like, of course this is like everyone knows this, but it really hit me today that we only have one life on this planet. We only have, so much time here to do the things we want. And part of me is just like, I do have an anxiety disorder, and it is really hard for me to like tell myself this and actually go by it because of my anxiety, but it hit me today that I was like, you know what? I do not want to live my life wondering, what if I had done this? What if, I hadn't let my anxiety get in the way? What if blah, blah, blah? Like, what if I had, traveled to blah, blah, blah? What if I had tried this idea out? I don't want to live my life being scared to try new things. And I just really want to start doing things that scare me. I don't know why. I do know why. I just said why, but I guess even saying that out loud kind of scares me, but that's okay. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous as long as you're still doing. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. I don't know how I got off on this tangent, and I apologize if this is not what you came here for, but it's just kind of what's going through my mind while I'm bullet journaling, that it's okay to be scared, it's okay to be nervous as long as you still are trying, doing. That's what matters. That's why I'm gonna really try and push myself the rest of this year, because by the end of this year or whatever, I want this to be full of just lots of creativity, lots of things, lots of plans. Oh my gosh, this so much marker. It bled through onto the page on the other side too. I don't even understand how I did that. Literally never done that. With all the time I've had these Tombos, I've never ever had them bleed like that. This is gonna be the year though. The rest of this year is mine, it's yours, it's all of ours. Let's get stuff done, I don't know what this turned into, some kind of weird inspirational video. I need recommendations for books, movies, TV shows, whatever. Audiobooks. Audiobooks is another one. I love, I meant to say podcasts, but I also love audiobooks. So if you have any audiobook suggestions in particular, I just tweeted about this today, asking for some. But if you have audiobook suggestions, I believe it was Lindsay Puckett who suggested Sleeping Giants. Really good audiobook. It's a great recommendation, but I would like more recommendations. But also, podcasts. Love podcasts. I have two podcasts I'm really listening to right now that I plan on making pages for in here because I really like them that much. I'm also going to make a page for Damien's gonna laugh at me. But I also want to make a page for one for Cardcaptor Sakura and one page for My Hero Academia so I can track what I've watched so far. He's judging me so hard right now. You should see the look he's making. But I want to like draw like a cute little picture and then like do the little like boxes so I can check off what pages which episodes I've watched. He judged me so hard now. Honestly, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Okay, I'm rambling again. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I just wanna